Speaking of Trump administration opens more than 50% of protected U.S. forest land for logging. More than 50% of the United States formerly protected national forests are now on limits for logging industries. Following an executive order from President Donald Trump aimed to increase U.S. timber production, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins has announced plans to remove environmental protection that will allow logging on millions of acres of national forests. In an April 3rd memo titled, Increase Timber Production and Designation in Emergency Situation in National Forest System Land, Rollins cites a goal to remove heavy-handed federal policies and increase domestic timber productions to protect our national and economic security. To comply with Trump's directive to increase U.S. timber production by 25%, the Forest Service Acting Associate Chief Christopher B. French sent an additional memo to regional National Forest System officials instructing immediate action. According to the Department of Agriculture, French's memo directs on-the-ground leadership to increase timber outputs, simply permitting, remove national environmental policy acts process, reduce implementation and contracting burdens, and to work directly with states, local governments, and forest product producers to ensure that the Forest Service delivers a reliable and consistent supply of timber. Now, off tops, they say the Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins claims that turning trees into timber will help prevent wildfires.
I mean, basically, I mean, it was that clearing you're saying, but clearing does not have the same thing as turning them into, I mean, it's just, we all know.
If we don't have any trees, we won't have any fires.
I mean, basically, he doesn't care about the environment. We all know this, man. I mean, they already know that most of the trees that are good for actually building things grow in Canada. We don't have a lot of them here in this country like that. We have some, don't get me wrong, but most of those grow in Canada. It's a lot easier for them to get them. That's why we've been importing them. We would cut them down ourselves if we had them here.
Yeah, no, we used to get it from Canada.
At all. So, I mean, it just, he knows this kind of a plan just doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, it's all going towards the plan. Hey, don't care about that water over there either. Go ahead and drill over there in that water. And we'll drill our way out of this oil crisis that we're in. This fake oil crisis. They're not going to tell you that most of the oil that we produce in this country is not good for us to refine in this country because I think it's of a thicker grade. What I mean? It just is what it is. This is what they don't tell you. They don't tell you the truth. They just try to make it sound good to you.
Well, people don't want the truth. They just want to hear what they want to hear.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the states that are going to be affected by this most. I mean, you got states like Montana. You got states like the Dakotas, all the real like Washington State. Yeah, we have a lot of logging in Washington State as well. I mean, so these are things that I bet you logging companies love to hear. But at the same time, is it going to do great for our protections as far as like, our basically like the health of the air or things like that nature? I mean, is that good for us? I mean, it's just not a good idea, more or less. I mean, let's see where this goes, but I'm always against anything that hurts the environment because we've done enough. I feel like we've done enough already. Man.
Somebody was like, it's crazy how Captain Planet was fake, but all his enemies was real. And that's just what it is. It's all about money at the end of the day. Cause what he's doing, he's getting a piece of it. Think about it. Everyone is paying $5 million to come to America as an immigrant. They get a gold card with his face on it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about profit. Look, they even did the crypto thing. You saw that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, there's no more oversight. Like the rules are gone. Just like I told a friend of mine earlier, I'm like, and like I've been telling Wes and I've been telling you guys watching us, the old America that you grew up in and that is gone. You need to understand where we're going, how it's going to be, and adjust accordingly.
It's like when you really look at it too, the fact of the matter is that the world is getting hotter too because we are cutting down more of the trees because we are pumping out so much, into the atmosphere. There's a problem. So I mean, they've shown in other places where these people have like actually like reforested, their areas and their temperature has gone down by like 2 degrees over the course of a year, which is a lot. People don't understand, like going up 2 degrees, like basically for the world will start to like unthaw major parts of the Arctic, huge polar ice caps, things of that nature. So this is an important thing for us that we're doing right now, is just taking more and more out of the environment, man, taking from the environment. It's just going to hurt us. I just don't see the value in it, but I understand where his goal is. His goal is to act like, oh, this is how we're going to combat needing this to build houses. We can just cut it down ourselves from ourselves, but it's really hurting us. But that's just part of the game. That's how this whole thing plays out.
Yeah.